This is the Pasty Kids Podcast. Hello, people.
Oh, God. Now people can read your lips.
Yeah. We're having fun already, folks.
Yeah, it's been a real good time already.
We went out and got some fucking bucks, and we were saying some words there in that part that you can't hear.
Uh-huh.
For the jokes, for the giggles. So I'm here today. I got old pal Mike Laing.
Hello.
Here he is.
This is me and my voice and my presence being radiated out to you, the people, the masses.
Can you feel the presence of Mike Laing? That's something that I think you always put off pretty well, man. You know when you're around Mike Laing.
I guess that's true. There's no arguing that.
So what's been going on with you, man?
What's been going on? That's a good question to start off with. Let me just stop you there by telling you fucking nothing.
Is this a podcast? Am I trying to have a structure to this?
That was my one anxiety about doing a podcast, was just like, there's nothing going on. What if he asks me, what am I doing? What do I tell him?
I mean, clearly you're doing something. It doesn't have to be very exciting. Nobody's life is exciting, really.
Well, I've been playing Borderlands the pre-sequel lately. That's a video game on the computer box that I play with my friend, Everett, once a week, and it sucks. The game sucks.
Why? I never played Borderlands. I don't really play much video games.
I know that about you. Well, okay, I'm not really into that. I'm not really that into Borderlands anyways.
Well, what is it, though? What's the game?
God, what is it? It's like an RP. It's basically this action RPG set in an open world where the main gameplay loop is just going around killing shit and then looting these like treasure chests for just better loot. Like all you're getting is better equipment.
Okay.
But that gameplay loop is like satisfying enough to like keep you going and pull you through the narrative. But it's people consider Borderlands 2 to be the best one. I agree. I get very bored with it because the formula just isn't. That's not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was playing the new one a little bit. The newer one. It came out in like 2015.
Right.
Maybe 2016.
So is this
This is a gaming podcast now.
This is the game that you can get lost in, man?
No, it's not. It fucking sucks. I'm just trying to yes and here.
Okay. So you play with Everett, man.
What's a game that I do enjoy? Fuck Borderlands. I'm ready to change this topic right now, as a matter of fact.
What game do you enjoy?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Monopoly?
I play the game of life. I play Sorry and Trouble a lot, and I love those games because, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose, and it's exciting either way.
When you play life, do you make the married couple be gay?
Do I?
That's not
normal.
It's supposed to be.
In a real society, that would.
Let me tell you how it really goes, kids.
Oh God, no. God, geez.
They're so perfectly labeled blue and pink.
Oh boy. It's a binary.
How do you know, man? How do you know that the blue one's supposed to be I mean, they don't put dicks and pussies on there. Maybe the blue one's supposed to be the girls. You never know.
Wow.
But let me ask you this.
That's deep.
They should start doing that. Start making hung pieces for
okay. I thought you were implying that they were going to start getting into like the full gender spectrum represented through
I really could see
pieces.
that happening though.
But that's just bait. Like that's just conservative bait, so they can get mad about it.
Yeah.
There's really no reason that should be a thing unless it's like there's no opposition to it. Because at the moment there's a bit of opposition, and they're all fucking loud and annoying.
Now let me ask you something, Mike.
Yeah, tell me something. What makes your blood boil?
What makes my blood boil? Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
How about people literally arguing? If you go on Twitter, there are people that actually argue about
Things.
followers.
Like how? Like what?
Like will always see people like interesting coming from you, man. You only have fucking 20 followers. It's like, oh, cool, dude.
My opinion's invalidated because I haven't been discovered by the masses yet.
Who cares, man? People actually seriously talk about that
My
shit.
200 followers invalidate everything I say.
I have 24 followers, pussy.
You fucking idiot. I have more followers than you. That instantly means what I say is true.
I was gonna do, what was I doing?
Wow, I grossly overestimated how many people like my content. 115. Even that's a stretch even. It's
On Twitter?
114. Yeah.
Dude, I have like fucking 25, I think.
It's mostly all just kids from high school too.
Yeah, 25. I'm blowing up on Twitter. All right,
one
let's
day.
see.
Perseverance, Brettle.
All right, let's bring in some topics from the pasties.
Let's get a topic.
Thank you, pasties, for throwing out some topics for us. But again, hey, throw out some more. Gotta get the hot topics, pasties.
Pasties?
Okay.
Is that your fan base? The
That's
pasties?
The pasties.
That makes sense. That's a good
All
name.
right. Let's see. We got Rory again here talking about Old Man Briggs again. Because this is a wild story going on with Rory and Old Man. So you listened to the one of them, so you heard a little bit about Old Man Briggs?
Excuse me?
Old Man Briggs is this real piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
Dumping toxic waste on on his land in Door County. And it's
Wait, this is like close by too. Well, I know where Door County is, but like this is like a thing that's happening. Like
it's
our sort of
happening.
region.
If you want it to be happening, then it's actually happening.
so, is this hypothetical or is this a real man
Whatever you want,
dumping toxic waste in the earth like a cartoon villain?
whatever you want, man. But so he's dumping the waste, and it's affecting the water supply and everything.
Yeah,
So
naturally.
I told Rory, who was bringing this up, that he was doing the dumping, that she should dump it back on his face.
Yeah.
And take a stand. And, yeah, she's saying, I am taking my stand. Citizens are unruly. Half the county sides with me, the other half with Old Man Briggs.
Why the fuck would
Briggs'
anyone...
corruption. Yeah.
You know what? I
Let
believe
him
in...
dump. I don't need clean drinking water. Fuck it.
Who's to say that he can't just dump barrels of toxic
go
waste like a
ahead,
cartoon supervillain? He's got a big glowing barrel and he's just dumping green glowing goo into the earth.
Why not? Who cares, man?
Who cares? Just let him. It's his own private. He could do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Where is I? Half the county sides with me, other half with Old Man Briggs. Briggs' corruption has the law knocking at my door.
His corruption.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Has the law knocking at my door.
I guess we're trying to sound civilized here.
So I am taking refuge at an undisclosed location.
Is this Rory
Serious.
saying this?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What's the best way to rally a militia and inspire them for a just cause?
Oh fuck!
I need my allies ready for what's to come.
I need my allies ready. Well,
So we're setting her up for war here, man.
yeah, this is an unexpected turn. I didn't realize that I was gonna like instruct someone to mobilize.
There's
like,
some serious shit going on with this. Old
I mean,
Man
it
Briggs
sounds
is the
bad.
villain. He's a cartoon villain.
He sounds like a yeah. I mean, that's our world right now. We're just living in a place run by people who are comically evil, and it's like insane that they're even like existing in this environment.
Well, it's a good place for him to exist, man. Why not?
Yeah, sure. Door County, there's lots of open space for your toxic waste.
Yeah, dump it out.
Who's gonna?
That's what half the county says.
What are you gonna do? Build a Kmart in the middle of Door County? No, you could just dump your waste there, like everyone else.
Exactly. But if there's one thing that we need, it's more Walmarts.
Well, yeah, I definitely think that you definitely shouldn't be having money floating around your own local economy.
Yeah,
it should definitely just be floating straight to the top.
Hey, yeah, of course not. Only ever shop at Walmart. If a local shop opens up near you, never go there.
Never
what, do you want to support
there.
A family?
Trickle up economics, I always say.
What do you want to support a family so they can keep the business going that's been going for 50
they're
years?
Gross. They touch that with their own hands. It's like not sterile.
They're just citizens of your local town.
They're not even in like the upper echelon of society.
They don't have fuck you money.
Yeah. So what the fuck is the point? Why would you buy records from a local store when you can buy one off Amazon and, Jeff Bezos rubs his bald ass head on it and makes it magic.
Of course, man. That's what you got to do.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bozos, man.
That's a name.
We got to go. What should we tell Rory here?
What should we tell Rory?
What's the best way to rally a militia and inspire
start
them
a Facebook
for
group,
cause?
I guess. If you've got a Facebook group and you can mobilize them in a way, like set up, because it's good because you can set up events and stuff.
That's true, man.
Or you can start a fucking Mastodon account like a loser or something. If you're like,
bring back MySpace. Get them rallying on MySpace.
Lefty MySpace.
Yeah. How do you feel about social media, man?
How do I feel about social media? It's poison, but I use it every day religiously.
It is absolute poison, I gotta say.
Is that what you want me to say?
That's
what I think.
The only reason I have it is just for the podcast now, really.
I like looking at memes and stuff. I like looking at funny images and like avant-garde humor, I guess. I could start just like showing memes on the podcast, but that wouldn't be very entertaining.
I want to be able to like put a.
You can edit.
I don't know how to do a fucking thing on the computer, man. That's why I gotta hire people with my no money. But
you can also learn. Hey, speaking of skills that we want to learn, this episode is brought to you by Skillshare.
Yeah, eventually. Hey. Take my word for it. One day I'll have sponsors, okay? And you'll be sitting through commercials.
Yeah.
And I'll have as many as I possibly can.
We'll have an audiobooks commercial worth $10,000.
Of course. I'll be making $80,000 per advertisement.
I recently learned that some of the podcasts that I listen to, some of their ads literally clock in at $50,000 a piece.
Damn, dude.
That's insane. That's wow. I mean, the money is it's split 5 ways, but fuck,
right.
That's $10,000 a person per ad, and there's 2 ads per break.
How many breaks?
I mean, there's 1.
Let's do math.
So they're raking in. I mean, this is all like theoretical. Like this is all hearsay.
Yeah, man. That's where I'm getting to.
That's where we want to be. Yeah,
That's where I will be.
Modesty is for the weak.
It is.
You can't let people know that.
Got to keep up that act, man. The confidence. I drink black coffee.
He drinks. Did you know he drinks black coffee? He drinks his coffee without cream or sugar.
Hey, I know that none of you motherfuckers drink black coffee. Okay. But
it's insanity.
You want to know one thing about me? I drink black coffee.
He's so intense and masculine.
I'm hard as fuck, dude.
It's uncomfortable as hell.
I used to yell at Barney when I was 4, man.
He never even once touched a Barbie doll. Except to pretend to fuck it.
I always used to scream at Dora when she was on.
Holy shit.
Hey, hey, figure it out.
Stop speaking that language. Speak
Hey.
American.
You know what, swiper? Keep swiping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man, I've been hard as fuck my whole life.
Did you ever take DARE class? You did. You did DARE
man.
in school.
I was high through every lesson.
Well, it was weird though, because like everyone resented it. Everyone resents DARE. I don't think there's anyone who genuinely is like, yeah, D, I won't do drugs. A, won't have an attitude. R, I will respect myself. And
Yeah.
E, I will educate me now.
If anything, programs like that drive kids to drugs.
That's
more.
kind of how I felt in a way. It felt very like, what's the word? Pretentious is one, but it was very like patronizing. It felt like they had I don't know, like, do they still have marijuana under their program? Like, is that a thing they're still doing?
I think they did take that off.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was fake or not. So that makes sense. But like, you know, I feel like there's better ways to advocate for like against substance abuse than to like just have a cop around all the time and just be like, hey, the only reason you have not to do drugs is because you'll get arrested and put away for a long time.
They should take kids on field trips to crack houses, man.
Yeah, that'll show them.
This what you want, Tommy?
That dude's playing a guitar over there. Shut up. He only knows fucking Deep Purple.
And he only plays it when he comes out of his fucking dragon chasing session.
Oh, no.
Let's do another topic.
Yeah,
and
what's
then
another
I got a question from my lovely guest here.
No.
But after another topic.
He's going to press me for information about the situation.
Is there some situation?
No.
So, Misha says, since you didn't talk about it on your last episode, veganism.
Veganism? Well, what's there to talk about, really? Like, it's not, I don't feel like it's that. I guess it is, it's kind of a polarized, like, it's needlessly polarizing, isn't it? Because it's like, it doesn't need to be a thing that people talk about. It's just like, it can just be.
More people should be doing it.
Well, of course, yeah, absolutely. I just don't.
And at that point, then yes, stop talking about it.
Right.
But
I talk about it and I eat meat. Like, I think,
Well, yeah.
I think that people should, like, I think I should definitely be doing it, but I like chicken.
right, I would love to do it, but got to get my Italian nightclub.
Italian? What do you shop at Bub's Subs? You fuck? You fucking freak?
No, that's the Jimmy John's one.
Oh, that's right. That's how I know that. I used to work at Jimmy John's, and I forgot that the number 7
Bub
was
Subs
the
is
Italian
good,
nightclub.
man. I like Bub Subs.
Yeah, hey, if
Potbelly's good. The only one I really don't like is Subway.
who the fuck likes Subway?
Exactly.
No human on earth likes Subway. If someone goes to Subway and they like it and they like going to Subway, you listen here, fucking Adam. If you like Subway, you're a fucking freak. I'm gonna say,
Fuck you, Adam.
put it on the record.
Let the record hey, how about people that are like 38 and still call themselves like Danny instead of Dan?
Oh, that's interesting. Like
hey,
names.
man, you're almost 40.
I think I'm transitioning
You know?
to Michael. I made a point to like stop being Mike.
So you want to go the other way.
Well, what do you
But
mean?
that's not like that's different. Michael is like your actual name.
It is. That's true. Yeah.
Like if you're like fucking 42 and you still get called Danny instead of just being Dan.
Hey,
You know?
Danny. The fuck you want?
I mean, that's enough of that. You're getting old.
Yeah, it's odd, but I mean, name whatever. people can name themselves whatever they want, I suppose, but like you
do
do
whatever
have
you want, man. It's
you
all
do
love.
have a point. You do have like it's what you're saying is very like it speaks to my soul. It's very visceral.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
I
I get into your head, man.
My predisposed prejudices want me to like latch onto that idea and be like, yeah, you have a fucking kid's name, idiot. But like, but then I
no. But here's the thing: just do that sometimes, man. Don't always have to be nice. Fuck Dannies who are 38. Be Dan.
Just be Dan. Just be Daniel. Hey.
Yeah, be Dan. Daniel's fine.
Or be Mr. your last name. You don't need to be Danny unless you're Danny DeVito.
No, he should be Dan.
Why the fuck should he be Dan DeVito?
Because I'm doubling down on my argument. That's why.
This is the hill I'm going to die on. He should be Dan DeVito.
I'm not coming down from this idea, man. All right, here's my question for you, Mike.
All right, lay it on me, bud.
What do you want from life?
Is this the question?
This is my question. Yeah.
Oh, this is
what's your desires, man?
What do you want? Philosophy podcast.
What do you what do you want to happen for yourself?
What do I want?
It doesn't have to be realistic.
As if one ever really knew, and I said dull domestication, free from pressure to pursue.
But yeah, man, you don't have to stay realistic. Because then that's just probably fucking boring as shit. If anything could happen, what would you want to happen?
Well, I don't like to toot my horn, but I would enjoy living more modestly than like extravagantly. I do, but I feel like everyone should be living nice. Like nobody deserves to live in like poverty. Like everyone deserves like a nice place to live and an environment that they're happy in.
You know what? Can I say something, Mike?
What's up?
You're a very nice guy.
I don't. Fuck you.
You're very. You're the opposite of selfish, man.
But I'm not.
You're thinking of others. Because I said, what would you like for your life?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
And you're talking. No, I think that speaks to your. I think you're a good guy, man. I think you're better than me.
That's just me justifying my own point.
Everyone should be happy so that I can be happy without feeling bad about it.
Exactly, because if I have a lot of money and I'm not doing anything to earn it, then I'll feel bad.
So do you want to have a lot of money then?
No, absolutely. I mean, like, I could.
Well, I mean, obviously having money to just be like not caring about shit would be nice.
That's 100%. Well, that's the position everyone should be in.
But I'm talking like activities or like a career or like what do you want to do, you know?
What do I want to do?
What would you like to fucking happen to yourself, you know? Money out of the question.
If we theoretically had like a universal guaranteed income for all citizens, something like that, just like hypothetically speaking, even though it's a good idea, Dad. If education was provided for all citizens, I would just go to school like full time until I figured out what I wanted to do. Because like at the moment, I feel like I want to pursue like a culinary thing, but like.
Okay. So you want to cook shit and be a chef?
Yeah, but I'm not prepared for that. Like I know a lot. I have a lot of like information and like.
That's cool as shit,
technique information down. But I've never like applied any of this, and I have no like equipment. And I don't have the money to go out and like buy a bunch of ingredients and like prep all this shit. And I don't have the time to like make all these nice meals. And I don't have like the people to share. Like it would just be me eating a whole fucking chicken tikka masala to myself.
I almost never cook purely because I don't want to clean up the mess.
Yeah, and there's also that. Cleaning up is also not very fun. So, like, I feel like if I just had, like, the lack of pressure to sort of, I don't know, like, not pressure. Like, there's just too much stress in my life to, like, also attend school.
So, like, if you could, you would do this, you would cook.
Yeah, probably.
You
That's
have
the
a,
short answer.
You have a type of food you'd like to,
Do I have a type
or
of
is
food?
it just kind of anything?
Purely American. I'm talking wings, burgers, chicken nuggets.
Hey, fucking Danny.
Hey, you ever heard of a jalapeno popper? Those things are fucking crazy.
Hey, what are you, for fucking Queens or some shit?
I'm making American food, okay? This is purely Midwestern American. I'm talking deep dish pizza. Oh, that was a plosive if I've ever fucking heard one. My lips
dish
just exploded.
pizza.
Oh man, I feel like pasta, like Italian.
Italian.
I don't know if
man.
I would nail it down to like a certain like culture.
Would you like
I just like
so
pasta.
so would you like it to be like nice, high quality food, or would you like to do like
Would it be a fucking dive?
some
Well,
kind of diner shit? Or
I'm very detail oriented. But it wouldn't be like bougie food. It would just be like good food. Like
okay, it's like a good restaurant.
yeah, but like I want it to be just
Like
kind of
Chili's.
just kind of no bullshit. Oh, like a Chili's. You go in, there's no bullshit. You just sit down and order, and you play around with the fucking kiosk thing for 10 minutes.
Oh my
Realize
God,
someone else broke it like 3 weeks ago. Realize everything on it costs $10 to use, and then just
Yeah.
leave it alone for the rest of the meal. That's my goal with my restaurant.
Well, that sounds great, man.
Everyone gets a free fidget spinner.
I'll be the busboy.
I invested in fidget spinners in 2016. I have lost $10,000. I have so many fidget spinners. Please help me.
I'll take 2 off your hands.
All right. I'll talk to you after the podcast about this.
Let's do another topic here, man.
Yeah, let's do a topic. I can
think
talk
we
about
got-
whatever.
I think we got another. We got Ryan,
We're on a roll. Ryan, hey, this is
brother.
your sibling,
This
your
is my
blood brother.
my sibling, blood
Ryan?
brother Ryan.
Ryan Kiolbassa. This question comes from Ryan.
Spawn from the same womb.
Yes. Let's not use crass.
Something
language
you like about your generation.
now. Oh, I actually,
you
I
actually
responded
come.
to this actually. Everyone has an affinity for death. That's my comment verbatim.
Of course, man.
We all want to die.
I'll die right now.
But no,
What an episode this would be. If
it has to be.
a double suicide right here on the camera.
Well, who would edit it?
Oh, I got people. I keep saying I'll hire people like I don't already have
We'll
a
have-
fucking sweatshop beneath me.
Underneath the basement.
They're so I disrespect them so much. They're below underground, man.
Damn.
They're almost at the core of the
fucked up.
earth, and it's hot as fuck. And I don't funnel any AC down there.
It's like that episode of.
Editing podcasts.
It's like that episode of Portlandia. It just kind of happened by accident. But now I'm kind of like this dictator landlord kind of guy.
Yeah, man.
I just kind of slipped into the lifestyle.
I don't know.
The
what
thing I like about my generation, I kind of don't. I think, well, like generally. Oh, it's weird because I don't really like. I don't have much of a reference point. I feel like I only know like I'm in my own little world at the time. I just see like all I see are like adults who are like 20, and I hate them all. That's
Yeah.
kind of that's like all I'm exposed to.
I can't say there's too much that I enjoy about people my age. You know,
I think that there
everybody
are,
should be like me, and if you're not like me, then fuck you.
I definitely think that people my age should be more invested in politics than they are. Like a lot of people are getting more invested in politics, but it's not like I still talk to tons of my peers, and they're like the majority of my peers are like, yeah, I've got no stake in politics, whatever. And it's just like
I'm starting to be more like that.
it's your whole fucking life.
I
Like, that's what politics is.
used to care a lot more.
Fuck.
I'm going, and you would think it'd be going the other. If someone that used to care,
Is it just
especially now, you'd think I'd be caring even more.
is it just like a
But I'm just
nihilism
kinda like,
sitting in?
you know, I could, this, let's just all die, you know.
Let's just all just get it over with.
I don't know, man. Because here's what I'm thinking.
Say it with me, everyone. May the 13th, 2019 is going to be... That's it. Game over.
We're setting dates, dude. This is the next 2012. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to really... first off, it's just hard to keep up with it really now.
Well, yeah, because you have to be like a maniac. You have to... The amount of attention, like, to keep up in... Like with social media and like all the new memes and shit. Like I literally went to sleep and missed a meme. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's for me. It's like with politics, at least. Why I think I've gone more away from it is that, just realizing more and more how much I don't know, and how much does anybody really fucking know?
Yeah, but that's why you have to sort of like, you don't have to like make yourself an authority on anything. You just have to like, when you figure that out, like when you learn enough to know that you don't know anything, it's like, well, fuck, I should probably like learn a little bit.
See, I'm too much of a piece of shit for that, man.
Well, that's where
I'm too lazy to do anything.
That's where fun YouTube videos come in, because then you can just summon people who have already done all the research, and they'll just spit out your predisposed notions right back at you and make you feel nice and cozy.
Exactly, man. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to do any work
at all.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. I'll let other people figure it out.
It sucks. I don't know if I'm right about anything. I could be
You're
wrong
probably
about
not,
everything.
Man. Everybody's probably wrong about almost everything.
But I'm almost positive I've got a pretty good idea that we're not doing a very good job at preserving the nation.
Yes. I am also confident in that. But do I know what we should do instead? Not going to say I know, you know?
Anarchy. Just dismantle every institution we have.
Nobody vaccinate your kids anymore. Everybody just start raping and pillaging.
I don't think it's that. It's just like not mandating anything. But that's that seems bad. That seems not great. It just seems a bit extreme. Even things like communism seem a bit extreme. You gotta like...
Oh, yeah, man.
You gotta compromise a little bit.
Well, you can't get all your products.
Yeah.
You know?
Guys, Wonder Bread wouldn't exist under communism. Have you guys heard of Venezuela?
It's all about...
they're not even a socialist.
It's all about production, man, under this capitalist... I
can't even... Wait, can you speak up? Right? I can't hear you over all this innovation under capitalism. They're just innovating so rapidly.
Dude, speaking of fucking Jeff Bezos...
Yeah.
How morbidly fucked up is it how much money he has, though?
Did you know that he can... by himself, he can solve world hunger, like by himself. Feed every citizen in the world for 6 years with just the money he has now. He can literally end world hunger for 6 whole years on end. Nobody has to pay for food. And that's just one guy.
What I don't understand is why does he even... What's the point of him even continuing to get more money? All the money that he has currently is just like, you could never even possibly spend that money.
Yeah.
But so what's the fucking point, man?
Well, because I just see that number, I just get so fucking hard. Every time I see his bank account number go up, he has it posted publicly on Twitter.
Do you know what you always make me think of?
What's that?
When years ago, you were talking about how Brother Bear makes you rock hard.
What the fuck? Oh, that just sounds like some of the random humor that I used to love so much.
Yeah, how about looking back on your past self, how fucking cringy it is, man.
Yeah, that's a word.
Jesus.
I think, it's like, it's very stereotypical, but I do often like keep myself up at night just thinking about all the stupid shit I did.
Yeah, I don't have too many like big regrets, but there has been a couple things.
Just like minor social fuck ups that have like kind of like larger implications on your life.
there's one thing actually specifically where I got like way too fucked up at my girlfriend's family party.
Yeah.
And made a complete ass out of myself.
This is good.
And she fucking finally got me out there, and I was like, went up to her cousin's room, and I was fucking crying. Then I started crying. I got fucked up.
That sounds like you're having
at a family party,
just a roller coaster.
And that is I think the only thing really that I still like think about sometimes. Like, I don't really ever think about it. I've pretty much gotten to the point where I've moved past it. But there's sometimes I remember it, and it literally makes me nauseous thinking about that.
Yeah.
Like, how much of an asshole I was.
I get ways like that. I honestly, I wonder, whenever I think about my mistakes and like with my regrets in life, I always wonder, like, do successful people just never fuck up, or do they just not reflect on their lives at all?
Everyone totally fucks up, man.
Like how do people not just get like debilitating, like overwhelming anxiety from like thinking about their fuck ups?
Well, I think some people are better at just ignoring who they really are.
I mean, like that sounds weird, but like it seems like the only possible answer.
Some people don't. You have to acknowledge that you're a piece of shit sometimes, and some people don't do that. And those are the dangerous, scary people. But yeah, but everybody fucks up, man. I don't remember who I heard it from, but someone was saying, they were talking about like, well, because we live in this fucking outrage culture and fucking public shaming culture of anything anybody does or says.
Hell yeah.
And people were taught, someone was, I don't even remember who it was, but I heard someone talking about like, if you were to become famous, like starting now, you got famous, you've probably already done the thing that buries you.
Oh yeah, I see shit on Facebook. I see things that, like, because Facebook reminds you of all the times that you fucked up, basically. Every time you just happen to log in.
That's why I'm glad I got rid of mine like a year ago, because I don't have that old one anymore. I just have my newer one.
Yeah. Every time you happen to log in on the anniversary of a post, it'll just let you know about it. And it's like, cool, what cringy shit was I saying 6 years ago?
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, some really bad shit, actually.
Dude, I fucking posted, I was probably like 12.
Like, I posted shit that was like, my jokes used to be like consisting of just being like offensive and like ironic racism and ironic misogyny.
I mean, that's
shit.
part of being a teenager also.
I suppose, just being edgy.
Yeah.
But it's just it's so bad.
Yeah, man.
I like, because I'm like, when I see it, I'm like shocked, because it's like, who said this? Oh, me.
Yeah, man. But I remember a post that I saw that I made. I was probably like 12 years old, which 12-year-olds should not have social media.
They shouldn't have. Honestly, we should have some kind of like greater curriculum, like focusing on educating people how to engage with the internet. Because there is nothing to teach people. Like, I mean, in school nowadays, I'm sure there's definitely ways people try to teach people how to use the internet. But like, you can never really prepare someone, it seems. Because like, everyone just falls into the same like pitholes.
Well, it'd be hard to do that anyway, because the culture of the internet keeps changing.
Does it though? I mean, I guess you're right. Yeah, it does.
But yeah, that post when I was 12, I posted like, dude, we got like some bullshit fucking all talk offer about like some show we were gonna get to play in Kentucky, and it was like for some festival, and they had like this big stage, and it was like could be a lot of people. And I was fucking worthless fucking 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And, I also was going through, I was 12.
Oh, yeah.
And not one of the cool kids.
Ooh, that's tough.
So I would always talk to people at school about being in a band, and they're like, "You're not in a band."
Oh God, that's interesting. That is actually very interesting because you were like musically competent from a young age.
I was in a band, dude. But and that was the thing too. It's like, okay, or even if they would believe I was in a band, they're like, "Well, you guys suck, man." So that always got to me when I was little like that. So I made a post on Facebook with the picture, the fucking picture of that stage that we were supposed to play at.
Yes.
And I was like, for all you people, it's so fucking cringy.
No.
Dude.
Yes. All right.
For all you people that think I'm not in a band, we might play here this summer.
Fuck yes. Oh God, give it to me.
I wanted to literally splatter my fucking brains against the wall when I saw that, dude. I can't believe that I fucking posted that.
Oh my God.
Disgusting.
It makes sense.
I mean, I was 12, but like that's some fucking 7-year-old shit right there. God damn, dude.
Dude, kids on the internet just do not mix up well.
Shouldn't have had a Facebook.
Nobody should have a Facebook. I made my Facebook in middle school.
Any age shouldn't have a Facebook.
2009, bud. I've had my Facebook for 10 years.
Me too. I think that's when I made it, 2009.
That's a lot of years of just general toxicity.
Remember playing that fucking, when you first got Facebook, playing that farm game?
Farmville?
Farmville. Oh my God, dude. I fucking played that.
Mafia Wars.
Mafia Wars.
I was really only into that shit on like MySpace, back in the MySpace days. But when I was into Facebook, I didn't really play games that much. Or at all, really.
Dude, that Farmville and Mafia Wars, I forgot.
By then, mobile games were already a thing. So I just kind of played games on my phone. But for a while,
one time we had another fucking bullshit thing I did when I was little too.
Yes, please go on.
We had like this toy cell phone.
Yes,
but it wasn't like a fucking little kid one. It wasn't like fucking pastel colors with like a fucking cartoon animal on it or some shit. It was just like a blue cell phone, but it was like not real.
Okay.
And it was like when some kids were starting to get cell phones. So I wanted to be like, seem cool, like I had a cell phone. So I brought this toy
Brett.
cell phone to school. And I was like, fucking taking it out. Like, I got a phone, dude.
Oh, here's me checking my texts. I'm so popular.
Dude, it was literally a toy, man.
Oh, no.
That was like 4th grade or some shit.
I gotta think of stuff like that. I told my lies to my friends. I think that was my main thing. I never had like
always lied.
You're like the Carrot Top of like childhood lying. You got all these props. you got Facebook
Dude,
posts with
I
pictures.
told so many bullshit things back then, dude.
The main thing that I remember was I was telling my friend,
it wasn't even. I want to hear about it. It wasn't even like trying to be cool as much as just like I was trying to feel interesting to myself.
Yeah, you wanna have some kind of validation.
I wanted to think I was cool.
Yeah.
So what were you gonna say?
So the main thing that I remember in elementary school, I was walking with a friend of mine, and I was telling him about how. So he was into skiing. He skied, and I. Just for some reason, apropos of nothing, decided to tell him that I snowboarded and also met Shaun White and snowboarded with Shaun White. And Shaun White said that I was good.
Oh,
I told him this.
You got the fucking pro endorsement, man.
I told him that I did some kind of like a McTwist or something, like some insane, like just completely out of my realm of capability trick. And I can't.
I did a fucking 1080, dude.
I can't imagine that he bought it.
Yeah.
But I mean, he remained my friend afterwards for some time.
When I was like really little, probably like 1st grade or some shit, I would be on the bus and I had, dude, fuck it. I'm saying it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
man.
sure.
You can know, and all of you can know all this fucking like hyper embarrassing bullshit about my life.
I'm bracing myself. I'm getting ready.
I was probably like first or second grade, and I had one of those Walkman CD players.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Just like the big Johnnies with it just holds a CD.
yeah,
That's so fucked.
it just plays a CD and you plug headphones in.
Yeah.
I would bring that on the bus and listen to.
No, that's what I call music.
I think it was a now. I think it was a now. That's what I call
'Cause that's
music.
all I used to listen to on my little CD
and it was
player.
like, I think that was like when "Move Along" by All American Rejects came out.
That was the first album I ever bought. Was "Move Along."
Really?
Yeah.
I think my first. Well, the first one technically I think was like the SpongeBob soundtrack,
Oh, that's very interesting.
but I think the first like actual band album I got was Simple Plan.
Dude, actually, I was gonna say that. That's actually insane. Simple Plan.
That one where they're like all sitting in the like back of a car or some shit.
Yeah, that's the one that I meant to get. The one with like "I'm just a kid" and shit like that on it.
I think
Welcome to My Life.
Yeah.
I meant to get that. I was at the store picking out CDs, and I didn't know shit about music. I was actually just thinking about this like the other day, or just like reminiscing. My mom was not familiar with them, so she had no idea what to look for, and I was like, "This is the one." Like, because all I knew about Simple Plan was what I heard from my friend, who had like just played it, and I didn't see the CD cover or anything. I ended up getting like an MTV live taping of their album, and it was fucking trash.
Yeah, I can't imagine that'd be any good.
I got this at like a Target. They were just selling this at a fucking Target.
Yeah.
They I mean, I guarantee they had the regular album somewhere, but like,
Yeah.
you're gonna sell that at Target? No one cares about this. Oh, I guess at the time.
I think the one I had came with like a DVD too, but it was like a making of that album.
Ooh, nice. I really care about that.
And I thought it was so cool back then, dude.
Here we are in the studio.
Yeah.
I got my black hair that I dyed that way, and it's up in spikes. Get ready for my chunky guitar riffs.
Yeah, Simple Plan, man.
Did someone say power chord?
Did someone say 30-year-old high-voiced whiny pop-punk vocalist?
He's just a kid, man.
Life is a nightmare. Life is a nightmare for him, man, huh?
For him specifically.
Yeah, I'll get back to the fucking life-alteringly embarrassing thing about my... So yeah, I had that CD Walkman thing.
Yes.
And I think it was a Now CD
Okay.
with "Move Along" by All American Rejects on it. And I thought I fucking loved that song back then.
Oh, yeah, baby.
And I listened on the bus, and there was like this kid that sat next to me that like would always talk to me. And I remember this one day I put on that song, and then I had the headphones on, and I pushed the one side of it to make it seem like I was doing something. And I started singing the song. And then I was like, hey, this is the worst fucking lie too, by the way. So stupid. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I was like pretending that I was in
a studio?
All American Rejects.
Oh, okay.
And I was pretending that I was the singer of that band.
Yeah.
Recording the vocals. That song on the bus when
Did that
I
one
was
sound
in
good?
first
Does that take
grade,
good?
dude. Like, holy fucking shit, man. That's the kind of shit.
Damn.
That's the kind of shit.
That takes me back. That's so fucked up. That's so weird. That's just a natural part of growing up, isn't it? Or are we just like demented?
We're just bored, man.
I guess.
And I think that's a huge difference between us and even just kids now, is that we actually, our like real childhood was like before smartphones and iPads and shit.
True, we were born we grew up just on the cusp of technology, like the explosion of like.
I remember the fucking huge, deep computer we had and my dad's flip phones.
Yeah, the Motorola Razr.
Yeah, man. But like, we didn't have fucking social media or fucking games on a phone. No, you had to be more creative back then. You know?
Yeah, you had to just tell lies to your friends all day.
Of course.
Now you can do that while you're playing Fortnite.
Of course. It's great for kids now.
On your Xbox One X.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched compilations of gamers just destroying their property?
I have.
Oh,
I don't know if I watch like compilations, but I'll watch like parents destroying the
oh, really?
Xboxes.
See, I'm not into that so much. I'm just into seeing just like gamers. I feel like, I mean, I almost like want to use that as a derogatory, but it seems wrong, just like in my heart, to like start like prejudicing other people just because. I mean, it's not like you can't help being a gamer, like, or I mean, like, it's a hobby. It's not. I mean, there's nothing. It's not comparable to like real social issues.
Mm-hmm.
So you can make fun of gamers.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Oh shit, what was I talking about? No.
Just them destroying them?
Oh yes. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm having
Look at that, man. I'm staying on topic. I'm a real fucking podcaster, man.
I know. I had such a good streak going until now too. So just seeing, because sometimes they're playing totally bizarre shit. Like people are playing RuneScape, and like you just see like
RuneScape.
Because usually when you're playing games, or usually when you watch these compilations, you see the people like dying over and over in like Call of Duty or something, or like something is happening that you can immediately understand is like, this is a frustrating thing, and they're they're getting fucking lit and destroying everything over this. But sometimes it's just like a dude playing RuneScape, and all you can see is just this flat image of just like Varrock or some shit, and he's just like in the bank, and it's just and like he just types something in chat and just like starts pummeling on his desk and just destroying everything. And it's like, what could have possibly happened in this game, like where nothing is going on ever?
He's getting making some fucking drug deals over the RuneScape chat room, man. Fell through.
His investments all fell through. The monkey nuts industry just wasn't profitable enough.
Yeah, I used to play RuneScape too.
Yeah, when I was 10.
Yeah, probably 10.
Literally 10 years old. I think I played until I was like 12. Well, I may have been 12 when I started. Who knows? Who even cares?
Yeah, dude.
I wake up at like 5 in the morning.
The kids do, man.
Holy shit. I used to wake up at like 5 in the morning to go downstairs and play RuneScape before school.
I could never do anything before school.
Well, it was like elementary. It was like middle school. So I just like, I would will myself to get up and just like grind out this stupid ass game that I really didn't enjoy, I don't think. Maybe I did enjoy it. I mean, I obviously like enjoyed it to an extent. But like, there's so much better shit.
It was like fun. It was really I remember it being really fun. And then I went back to it years later and I was like, what the fuck is this?
It's just boring.
Yeah.
It's just because you don't have the time to invest in that kind of shit anymore.
Yeah.
So it's just not, there's like nothing rewarding about it when you're just sitting around clicking on cows for like 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah, dude, I just remember chopping down the trees for like hours.
There's nothing stimulating about it.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel more. That's kind of how I feel about all video games, because I'm just really not into them that much.
Really?
Where it's just kind of like, I don't know, man. I'm just hitting buttons.
Mm-hmm. I like, so my thing,
I could get it like every probably like twice a year, I'll get in the mood to play a certain game.
Yeah, you have Skate,
and
don't you?
I'll play it for, I used to. I'll play it for like a week, and then I'm just like, I'm bored again. But sometimes I do want to play.
Well, my main thing is Forza. I like racing games a lot. I like driving cars real fast on the internet.
Yeah, man.
There's something just so cathartic about like taking a car and just like moving it through a course as quickly and efficiently as possible, and just like beating other people in the process. Like that is.
I remember. I would always feel really good when I'd win Mario Kart on the DS.
Well, that's like that game is like a slot machine. Like you just roll
Well, yeah,
the
that's
dice.
different than yeah.
There is skill to it. There's a skill.
But I
component to
understand like the race. Yeah,
it. Yeah.
feels good.
I just really like. I've probably been playing racing games since I could pick up a fucking controller. Like the first game that I ever like remember playing is Driver. You Are the Wheelman for the PS1. I don't know if you're familiar with Driver.
No. PS1 that I played was like, I remember the first game I think
I
actually
game.
asked for was called Ninja.
Just Ninja?
And you just played as like this ninja and like fought people and tried to... It actually had like a story to it.
Ninja Gaiden?
I think it was literally just called Ninja. I don't really remember.
Very interesting.
But my dad would like play Resident Evil back then. That's when he used to play.
Oh, fuck. We also had
Those original Resident Evil games.
That scared the fuck out of me.
That none of them were really scary except for 4.
Well,
Resident Evil 4 scared the shit out of me. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was like at the right age when I played that or something.
A bit younger than me. Well, yeah. Like I find myself saying like
I don't know.
W-U-L-O.
Just like I think you know what I think it is? It was because it was like so like the setting of it was like this fucking old country fucking town,
this
and that's just like creepy to me to begin with. Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's all grayscale basically.
It was so
brown.
dark all the time in that one too.
Yeah, my main thing, the imagery, maybe I don't know what it was necessarily, because the original Resident Evil just used to terrify me. Like even the cover of the little like crystal case.
There's something those are scary in their own way too. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's because they're so like calm.
I guess.
Like you're just like walking around slowly.
Oh yeah, well the actual
and then
gameplay,
all of a sudden there's like some fucking zombies and shit.
Yeah, fucking a mutilated dog will fly through a window and try to bite your face off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like not. Oh, you know what? It might stem from the fact that one time my family was visiting like a family friend, and the husband of that whole like unit had like I had like a man cave, and in there he had like a nice fancy computer from 19 whatever.
Yeah, fancy for the times.
Yeah, extravagant for the time, like extravagant enough that it deserved its own discrete room. And I watched him play Doom on the computer, and that was like very bad. I like fondly remember you honestly like just like open this back up. I remember like pathetically like clawing at the door.
Life is a nightmare. Simple plan.
I was desperately trying to leave this room. It had like a heavy sliding wooden doors. Not traditional doors.
Oh, like in real, like not in the game. In real life, you're trying to get the fuck out of the room.
Yeah, I'm saying it was its own discrete room.
That sucks.
Yeah, and I just couldn't. Someone had to let me out.
Dude, shit like that fucking sucks, man. That's the scariest. When you're just like, you feel like you're trapped somewhere.
Ooh. That might be where my anxiety. I have a lot of epiphanies that are just like, maybe that's why I'm so like anxious and cautious with my life. Like I got lost at a zoo once when I was young, and that's traumatizing as
terrifying. Fuck. How young?
I mean, like old enough to
remember it.
Old enough to like quantify the idea of being like abandoned and lost. Like
while it was happening, you knew you were lost.
Oh yeah, I knew that I had lost track of them, and I was like desperately trying to find them, and I like couldn't, and I was like running all around. It happened in the primate exhibit.
I never had too many scary things actually happen to me.
Like life-changing
I just
moments?
remember like terrifying nightmares I've had.
Oh, geez. Mine happened in real life, so I have nothing to worry about.
The most like anxious I've ever felt like that was we used to have like dirt bikes and ATVs. Ooh. And I went with my dad to go ride the ATVs, and his was like a full size one for an adult.
Okay, yeah.
Much larger than mine.
Of course.
So it was also much faster, and I was following him, and it was powerful and fucking dirt gravel path, and he was kicking up all this dust.
Yeah.
And I couldn't fucking see anymore.
Oh.
I was like, I couldn't really even see where I was going.
Were you wearing like a helmet and goggles, or?
I was, yeah.
Okay.
But like, it got to the point where I couldn't see really where I was going anymore. I couldn't see him anymore.
Right.
And I couldn't like yell for him. Like the ATVs are so loud. I'm like, so I just like kept going because like I wasn't gonna stop, and like he just like drive for miles. Like, where the fuck is Brett? So I just like kept going, and then eventually, like minutes of that, I couldn't see, and then I just saw like I was just feeling like shit, like scared, and then eventually I just saw tail lights. I was like, holy shit, he stopped. And I like I like was trying to hit the brake, but then I was like too scared and stunned to actually hit the brake.
Oh, God.
So I didn't even hit the brake. And I just fucking flew right into the back of him.
Oh, no.
And luckily we hit like tire to tire, so it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
And I literally shot up into the air and landed on my feet.
Oh, shit.
It was crazy, man. But yeah. I just remember how fucking anxious I felt before that happened.
Damn.
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, that's
man.
Just like an audio spike in Audacity, it's like an anxiety spike in the timeline of your life. It's very visible.
Man. Your whole life is just one big wavelength, motherfucker.
Whoa, dude, it's just like a .wav file, dude. Wave, WAV, WAV.
I say wave.
I think it's wave because it's like a wavelength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just an idiot. I'm just pretentious.
Yeah, stupid fuck.
Fucking GIFs.
You know. This has been a very good talk, Mike.
Has it?
And we're at over an hour here.
Goddamn.
So I think I'm going to cut this bitch.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm going to keep it all, though, because I think it was good.
I think so.
So I'm just going to do a little bit of myself in the beginning, keep that short.
Yeah, you can just edit it down.
It's a bit of a little longer for you pasties. But I hope you enjoyed. I got my fucking old friend Mike Laing here again.
Hello.
Hope you liked us talking for a bit. Yeah, man, keep living your lives. Do what the fuck you want to do.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Getting
doodle-doo. Should we just do the gimmick is just we do everyone else's calling cards? Hi everyone, Podlany Castano here.
Yeah.
The internet's shittiest podcast nerd.
Rogan's monkey squeal he does in the beginning of
Yeah, maybe not that. Let's not steal the things from like awful podcasts for dumb idiots. Sorry, everyone who listens to Joe Rogan's podcast. He sucks.
Yeah, let's what was I saying? Oh yeah, do what the fuck you want, man. Hey, live your lives. I'm doing this. I'm continuing to do this shit, getting better at podcasts. Spread this shit. Subscribe to the channel. Remember, this shit's on Spotify and iTunes now.
Yeah.
If you don't want to look at me, you just want to listen. Let people know. Bring in some new pasties. Mm-hmm. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'm probably doing some stand-up today, I guess, because you're watching this on Monday.
Make sure to make it to his show. He expects you all to be there.
No, don't go.
The day of. I know it's short notice, but I mean, come on, you're not going to support.
Hey,
come on.
You a pasty or not?
Come on, guys. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah. And remember to do some harmonies with me. That's how we end.
Is it?